Oh, look at that. Oh my god. That is beautiful. Today we'll be looking at the Eevee and Friends figure from the G.E.M-EX series by Megahouse. Some other figures in this series include Ash sleeping on a Snorlax, Ho-Oh circling over Lugia, and then a Mew versus Mewtwo duel. So firstly, looking at the outer packaging, it is sleek, colorful, and overall very vibrant and pretty. The bright colors are eye-catching, and there are very small windows where you can actually take a glimpse of the figures from a couple different angles. When opening the box, you'll find that the inner packaging will be in 3 layers. Most of the Pokemon are already attached to the base. The other layers contain Sylveon, their ribbons, along with Leafeon and Glaceon's tails. It's nice to see the extra care that they took to actually wrap certain parts of the Eevee evolutions. So there's an extra piece of plastic on Vaporeon's tail, near the head, and then on Leafeon's head too, along with the large plastic wrapping that encases the entire base. Instantly I noticed the accuracy of the colors and the composition of them all are really nice. Flareon does seem to be the largest one with their fluffy tail. Oh, and here are some peg holes to place Sylveon, so that's cool. I guess you'll get to stare at their butts for a moment while I unwrap the other pieces. So Sylveon and both ribbons come separate, and Sylveon has 3 pegs on 4 of their feet. I don't know why, but Sylveon felt slightly different than the rest of the figures, just by touch. But, I mean, you won't be manhandling these figures that much, so that doesn't really matter, and you can't really tell that the texture is slightly different. Now, the tails have very small pegs, and I did have a bit of trouble making sure that they were stable and not going to fall off. Sylveon's bows, like Glaceon and Leafeon's tails, also have small pegs, so be careful when inserting them and just try not to bend the ribbons. Now this was an early birthday gift I received back in October, so my friend didn't know this at the time of purchase, but he was lucky enough to purchase this figure with the premium Bandai bonus Eevee Tail Squeeze. You would have been able to see it through one of the box windows. It's just a fun little bonus, and I doubt you'll actually be actively squeezing it. Maybe you will. I won't, personally. So we have Eevee right there, front and center, next to Jolteon, my boy, and it's really nice to see Eevee, like, to scale. Like, Eevee is small compared to Jolteon and compared to all the other evolutions. If I had to actually complain about anything on this figure, it would be some of the seam lines. On the top of Jolteon's head, you can kind of see, it kind of looks like a seam line, and like the paint didn't really cover it too well. And then where Vaporeon's tail meets the body, that's very noticeable. Sylveon I thought was going to take the show a little bit. I mean, Sylveon has all these flowy bows and everything, but they did a nice job by putting them in the background. So this base is very nice. The grass has depth and texture, and it creates a nice range of color too. I sort of wish the white of the base had more detail or color, but it matches well with the white petals and some of the accents on the characters. I find Jolteon gets the short end of the straw. Short end of the stick? However that phrase goes. Well, at least when it comes to figures. Taking a look at all the other Eevee and Friend figurines from Pokemon Center last year, Jolteon's portion just didn't have any major landmarks, and when assembled, they face away slightly from, like, your view. So let me know if you like this figure, if you already own it, you now want it, and what your favorite evolution is. Thanks for watching, and I hope you look forward to the next figure.